Good morning, class. Today's lesson is area and parameter. Area of a rectangle. An area of a length b and width h has area a given by the formula area is equal b times height, right? So area is base times height. Now, what about area of paragon? The area of paragon, we have a base B, and then altitude H, and then the area is base times height. Base times height. So now here's a question. Why the area of a rectangle and area of a paragon, they have the same area? And then they have the same formula. Have you ever think about this? Why they have same area, a formula, right? So I want you to take a look for the paragon. If I draw a line like this, all right, and I make a triangle, right? So now I shade in this area. This is a triangle, right? Now, if I move like this, if I take this one and move over here, what do you think? I make it as what? A rectangle, right? That's why the area of rectangle and the area of paragon, they have the same formula, right? So if you want to take a look again, we cut this triangle and then move over here, and then you make it as a rectangle, okay? Next, area of a triangle. Now the formula area triangle is 1/2 base times height, right? I think so many people knows that this formula, but you don't know why, right? But if you want to take a look, we know the area of a paragon or area of a rectangle is what? Is base times height, right? And now triangle is what? Let's say this is a rectangle like this, right? And then it's a half of this, right? So that's why we have a half. So did you see this? A triangle is 1/2. So 1/2 base times height, okay? Now what about the area of a trapezoid? The area of trapezoid, we have a formula, 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. Normally, the textbook will use this one, right? But I think I would like to teach you more understanding, what's going on instead of giving you the formula, right? So you want to take a look, right? This area, right? If I shade this area, right? And then we have a 1/2 base 1 times the height for this area. Does that make sense to you? Now, what about this area? I'm gonna shade in, giving another color, and blue color like this. All right. So therefore, this one is 1/2 base 2 times the height. Does that make sense to you? All right. So if I add together, and that will be the area of a trapezoid, right? And that is the formula like this, right? So basically, we can think about the area of a rectangle is what? One area of a triangle plus the second area of a triangle, right? 1/2 base, and this is first one, this is second triangle, right? Add together. And that is the 1/2 base 1 times height plus 1/2 base 2 times height, right? Now, if we factor out 1/2 there like this, right? and then we factor h like this. So that's why we can get this, right? Okay, that is the area, the formula of area, area formula of trapezoid. Okay, I want you to remember and not just memorize by the formula. You need to have understanding for this. Okay. Now, here is a couple of problems I like to go over with you. Right. You want to take a look. All right. Take a minute to think. Which figure below corresponding which figure below corresponds best up to each of the following math sentence, right? So I want to give you a minute to think about this problem. All right, so let's go over. This is 3, this is a 4, right? So we can we write it down? This is a 4 and then this is 3, right? Can we write it down? This is a 2 and this is a 3, yes or no? And then since this is a 3, this is a 3, this is a 10, so can we say this is a 7, yes or no? All right. Now since we say, so now this is 7, and then how about this is 11 underneath, so this is 11, right? So underneath here, we can say 7 times 11. So this is a 7 times 11. And this is 4 times 3. And this one is 2 times 3. So which one we have 4 times 3 or 3 times 4 plus 7 times 11 plus 2 times 3. Oh, we got this one. So A is right here. Does that make sense to you? That's A. All right. Okay, you can do the similar way to find it out. So this is A, right? Now what about B? B, actually, this piece is 10 by 4, right? Over 10 by 4. And then this one is 7 by 5, right? 7 by 5. How do we know 7 by 5? Because I take a 10 minus 3, I got 7 for this. And then I have 5 for this, right? Now what about this piece? This piece is 10 by 2, okay? Do we have 10 by 4, 7 by 5, 10 by 2 together? Which one? Oh, we're finding out B is right here, right? 10 by 4 plus 7 by 5 plus 10 by 2, okay? What about, so this is, I'm gonna fill in this is A, this is B, all right? Now what about C? C actually, this piece is 7 by 9. Now what about this one? This one is a 3 by 4. This one is how many? All right, we did this before, 10 by 2. So which one is our answer for C? C should be this one, right? And the next, and then the last one for this one, how we finding out this? We take out the whole and minus this, right? So therefore, we take the whole of this, which is 10 by 11, right? And we subtract 3 by 5, 3 by 5. All right. So which one answer we have? We have, this is a D, right? So here is a B, Here is C, here's a D, and then this is A. Right? Did you get it for this problem? All right, next problem. Now the parallel line are equally space and distance between the lines is 1 centimeter. And compare the area of these two parallels. Remember that we talk about the area of parallelogram is what? Base times height, right? So A, what's the base? Base is 2. Height is how many? Height will be like this. Is that right? 90 degree, right? So therefore, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 units. So times 6. All right. Now what about B? B, again, area is base times height, right? What's the base? Base is 2. What's the height? Again, height is the same as 6, right? So basically, to compare the areas, actually, they are equal 12 centimeters square. They're all the same. Does that make sense to you? All right. Let's take a look next problem. This diagram for triangle ABC contains 2 sets of a base and height. Please describe each set of base and heights, then please find the area of the triangle. All right. So I can look at this, basically we can have finding out the area A, B, C like this. So area of triangle A, B, C, 1/2 base times height. What's our base? We can use what as our base? We can use we can use 22.5 as our base. So I'm gonna put down 22.5 centimeter. And what's the height? Height will be 20. Is that right? Right. So therefore, I got the answer is what? Is 225 centimeters square, right? Now, if I rotate like this, A is right there, C is right there, and B is right there. And then when I have another base is 25, okay? And then next, once we rotate, this is 18, right? 18. So we have 1/2 base times the height, which is equal 225 centimeter square, right? Next problem. Find the area of the triangle on the right, right? So we want to find out the area of this. Again, 1/2 base times height, right? Now 1/2 base. Now this time we have base for this. Is that right? So take 1/2 times 10.5. Now we times what? Times height. Height is a 12, right? So therefore, we got the answer 62.4 centimeter. Remember that it's centimeter square. Centimeter square. Okay. Now next problem. Compare the area of a parallel ABEF and ABCD. All right. ABEF. So we want to find ABEF. All right. And I want to compare ABCD. All right. So let's do ABEF first. ABEF. So ABEF. Right? So ABEF is a parallelogram, right? So area equal base times height, which is equal A times 7, which is 56. Right? Makes sense to you? Now what about ABCD? ABCD. Right? Next, I'm gonna find out ABCD. Now ABCD actually is a what? It's a trapezoid, right? It's a trapezoid. So it's a trapezoid. So now we're gonna find out what's the ABCD trapezoid. So we're gonna find out ABCD if it's trapezoid. So for area of a trapezoid is what? 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 and times the height, right? Do we have a base 1? Yes or no? Yes. Because this is 8. This is a 4, right? And there are parallelograms. So therefore 8 minus 4. So this should be 4. Does it make sense to you for 4? So B1 is a 4. All right. Now what about B2? B2 is where? B2 is right there, right? BC, right? Now B2 is BC, so BC actually is 8. We take 8 plus 4, which is equal to 12. Does that make sense? Now what about height? Height is 7, okay? So 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. So therefore, we got a 56 for this, right? We both got a 56 centimeter square or centimeter square for this. All right. All right, next problem. Next problem. Find the area of a shaded part. Okay, actually the shaded part is this. All right, shaded part is this. So how are we finding out the shaded part? So basically, if we want to find the shaded part, we find out, we take the whole, which is a rectangle, and minus this triangle, minus this triangle, right? So I want to find out this, which is 5 times 8, right? And minus 1/2, base is 3, height is 5. Minus 1/2, base is 4, height is 5, right? So we have 40 minus 7.5 minus 10. So we will get the 22.5 centimeter square. Okay. Next problem. Now the area of a rectangle ABCD. ABCD. So we have ABCD rectangle is 48 centimeter square. If line EC, right, EC is 4, so EC is equal 4 centimeter, right? What is the area of triangle ECF? So we're looking for triangle ECF of this area, right? So how are we finding out this problem? All right. So first, we have to find it out because this is 40A for A, B, C, D, right? So therefore, first of all, we take a B, C, D. We take a, because base times height is equal 40A, right? And then we have a base. We have base is 8. And height we don't know, which is equal 48. Now divided by 8. Oh, we find height is equal 6. So we can fill in this is 6. All right, are you with me? And next, we want to find out BC, triangle BCF. Triangle BCF. Can we find area of triangle BCF? Yes. Triangle BCF, which is equal 1/2 base and times the height. All right, which is equal how many? Which is equal 24. All right. Now, BCF is equal 24. Now, what about the area of a BCE? BCE, triangle BCE, 1/2 base times height, which is equal 16, right? Now we want to find out this. We take a triangle BCF minus triangle BCE. BCE, yes. We take a triangle BCF, take a take a BCF, and minus this area, and we got this area. All right? So therefore, we take a 24 minus 16, and we should get able to get 8 centimeter square for the ECF, okay? All right, let's take a look at the next problem. Find the area of a shaded part in various ways. So first, because we want to find what's the shaded part. Actually, the shaded part is this, okay? This is a shaded part we're looking for, okay? This is a shaded part we're looking for. So in this problem, if I like to find out this area, can I take the whole triangle and minus small triangle, and then we got the shaded area. All right, let's say triangle 1, okay? Triangle 1. Triangle 1 minus triangle, small triangle 2, and we'll find the area, okay? Triangle 1, 1/2 base. What's the base? 5 plus 3, which is equal 8. Now, what about height? Height is 4 plus 2, which is equal 6, right? And then we're gonna minus, we minus what? We minus small triangle. triangle 2. Now, small triangle, triangle 2, we have 1 half, we have a base is 8, and we have height is 2. Okay, so finding out this 24 centimeter square minus 8 centimeter square, so therefore we got 16 centimeter square. Okay, so does that make sense to you how we find this problem? Okay, now next problem, area of a circle. Now definition of pi, the ratio of circumference C to the diameter D of a circle is a pi. So therefore, we take a circumference divided by diameter, which is equal pi. And we also can find it out, if I would like to find it out circumference. Now circumference equal pi times the diameter. So if you like to find out what a circumference is, and you take a pi times the diameter, right? And if you would like to find out what the pi is, you take a circumference. You take a circumference and then divide it by a diameter, which is equal pi. Okay. Now, if you like to find out circumference, and you take what is circumference is, so you take a pi times a diameter, and then you can find out the answer, right? Now, what about the area of circle? The area of circle is pi r square. Pi r square, right? Now, let's take a look at this problem. Finding out the area and circumference of each circle. So I'll give you just one problem to do, okay? Now here, if I like to find a circumference, all right? And then I simply take a diameter times a pi, right? So therefore, let's say if we use the pi is 3.14, and this problem, the radius is 10. The radius is 10, right? Then we have to take the radius is 10. So now what is the diameter? This is a radius, right? So we simply just take a diameter times pi. So if this is a 10, then diameter is 20, and times 3.14. All right, and then which is 62.8 centimeter, right? Now what about the area? If we like to find out the area, now area actually is what? Pi r square, right? So pi is 3.14 and then times 10 square, which is equals 314 centimeters square, right? And then what about the parameter? The parameter of a polygon is the sum of the lengths of all its sides. So all these sides, so therefore, you know, if you have a rectangle like this, A, B, C, and D, right? And you sum of all the lengths. Take A plus B plus C plus D, right? So that's it together, right? Now here is a problem. What is the parameter of a rectangle having the length, side length 3.4 centimeter and 8.2 centimeter? So I can do this way, 3 point. Okay, first of all, I will just draw a rectangle like this. And it is 3.4 is 8.2, right? So I have a 3.4. Now it is 3.4, it's 8.2, plus 8.2, plus 3.4, plus 8.2. So I should be able to get the answer is 23.2, right? That's the one way we can do. What's the other way we can do? We can take a this plus this. We take a 3.4 plus 8.2 together, and then times how many? Times 2. Because since this is a 3.4 and this should be 3.4, right? Times 2. So we should be able to get a 23.2 centimeter because this is a parameter. So we don't have a square, right? All right, now let's take a look, finding out the shading region of this problem, okay? Now, first of all, I want to find out what is the parameter is. Finding out what the parameter is, all right? So I take a 7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 10. Now, what about this one? This would be, see, since this is, how about this one? How are we finding out this? How are we finding out this? All right. So basically, because this is a 7, this is a 4, the total is 11. Is that right? 11 minus what? 11 minus this. So this one should be equal minus 3, which is equal 8. So this one should be equal 8, right? Finding out the missing information there first, okay? So this is 8, right? So in order to find out the parameter, we take a 7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 10 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3 and plus 8, right? And add together, we should be able to get the answer 46. Let's say this is go by centimeter, so we can centimeter, right? 46 centimeter. All right. So that is the parameter. Now, what about area? All right. Now, area. Let's say we want to find out what's the shading region of this. Okay. I want to find out shading region of this area, right? And how are we finding out this? Can we think about this is a whole, a rectangle, right? Look at this rectangle. Minus this, minus this, minus this, then we got a shading region. All right. So I'm going to draw this. Take a whole minus what? 2 by 4 minus what? 3 by 4 minus what? Minus a circle, right? So if we do this way, then let's calculate this, okay? What's the total for this? This would be 11 times 10. Since this is 11, right? So 11 times 10, right? Now we got a minus what? Minus 2 by 4. Minus 2 by 4, which is equal 8, right? So now, and minus what? Minus 3 by 4, which is equal 12, right? And then next, minus what? Minus a circle. A circle which is equal pi r squared. Pi is approximately 3.14 n times r, which is 3 squared, right? So calculate this. 132 minus 8 minus 12 minus 3.14 times 3 squared. So the answer will be 83.74 centimeter square. Does it make sense to you for this problem? Thanks. If you have any questions, just send me by email and then I will answer you. Thank you for watching this video, and then you have a great day. Bye.